Phil, share with us 1 or 2 minutes of your story and how you got introduced to eXp Realty, and what is your 90 to 60 day goal?
All right. So I've been in real estate for about 30 years, and I was introduced to eXp a few times by a few different agents, but it wasn't until you went through it with me that the light bulb went on. It takes some time. I've been a lender at one point. I've been an agent, a broker. I've owned a couple of brokerages. I was an asset manager, REO asset manager, ran an asset management company for a few years, and I coached for 8 years. And my experience has just been, I'm tired of making other people into millionaires, and it's my turn. And I'm on the path. My goals are called 20 to 30 agents a week, which I've been doing. And I have a desk drawer that was completely full of other business cards. And I'm just going through those. I'm prioritizing them and going through them and just starting to call everybody I ever met as an asset manager and as a coach at every conference I've ever gone to.
Thank you very much. Exactly. Just checking with them. And Phil makes his calls. I know he's making his calls. So he's on the verge of explosion right now because he's consistent about making his calls.
Thank you. Hey, great story, Phil. Good to see you also. Tom, thank you. So Dick Lee here. My wife and I, Pauline, have been with eXp for almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years coming up in February. We're also mortgage brokers here in Massachusetts. We still have a mortgage company, and we're active in that, almost too active, where it's slowing my growth down with eXp. I mean, it is what it is. When the rates are low and customers are calling to refinance their homes, we need to take the call because there's a paycheck because we have 3 college tuitions to pay for. My success story here with eXp is, I'm approaching the 200 barrier mark for total agent count. Sponsored a total of 21. There are duds in this business. So I have 13 qualified agents, FLQAs. And this month, we're on eXp Enterprises. We broke the $8,000 barrier, right? And this is really doing it part-time because we are full-time mortgage brokers.
8,000 per month in revenue share, in case he didn't finish the sentence, revenue share.
Yeah, revenue share, 8,000 a month revenue share. And we're just, and that's just all just through word of mouth. I do speak to a lot of real estate agents every day because I'm transactional. So when you're speaking to somebody else on the other side, in my situation on the mortgage side, there's a buyer agent and there's a listing agent. And then we make sure that they have a 10-star, experience with us as a lender. And then it's about the follow-up. It's always about follow-up. The key word that everybody, what Rob said, what Tom said, what Philip's saying, is follow-up. If you're not following up, you're not going to get anything. Somebody else is going to get and bring them in. I've lost a few big fishes along the way because I didn't follow up. It's happened to Tom. It's happened to Phil. It's happened to Rob. It's happened to Scott Lewis. It happens to everyone. But you need to have thick skin. Just be persistent. You're going to hear a lot of no's, and then you're going to get a couple of yeses. Okay. I'll give you a quick example of yesterday. So if everybody looks on my LinkedIn profile, you can find me on LinkedIn, the real Dick Lee on LinkedIn. Okay. I brand myself the real Dick Lee for everything that I do. I had an agent yesterday that connected with me. I took 2 days before I accepted his connection because I don't want to accept right away. Okay. I did my research, checked him out on MLS, saw that he actually sells some houses. And I'm reading my script. I'm reading what I said to him. I said, "Good morning. How are you? Thank you for the ad. How's it going?" He's, "You bet. It's going all right. How about you?" And I said, "I can't complain at all. Family's happy and healthy. What a record year 2020 has, and continue to planting my seeds this winter for an amazing 2021 to start off." I said, "What were you doing before real estate?" I'm building rapport with him. Okay, this is what I do. Okay, and everybody is different depending on their experience on LinkedIn or their experience that you know them personally. It's a different script for everybody. Okay, I had a nice early buzz going on when I started. I got a house closed and filled several rentals, but things have been quieter lately, and I'm going nuts. So he opened the door for me. Is what he did. I said, "We need to change that ASAP. Are you available for a call later today?" And then I threw out a couple times. I always give about 3 different times today. And if they're not available those times, please give me 3 times tomorrow. I had we call the exposures. Okay. I called him on the phone, had a quick 4-second call, 4-minute call, excuse me. And I said, "Hey, are you in front of your computer? Because what I got to show you, I want to show you what I've learned, but it's very visual." Okay. It's extremely visual. I showed him the XP slides. I custom tailored mine for it to suit me. You guys should all custom tailor yourself as well too. Long story short was that the way we had a great call. He's on EXP World right now. I showed him how to generate leads using KV Core right on my Zoom call. I showed him how to find a listing. I showed him all the leads that I got through KV Core by just sharing listings that I didn't really want to share because I don't want those leads. Okay, but I have to do it to present it. Yeah, and what we did today, this afternoon, is I have a follow-up call with him. I see him on CRM Grow, which everybody should be signing up for CRM Grow if you're interested in growing your business. So with CRM Grow, I'm able to send pre-approved videos that EXP Corporate has already allowed us to share, and I've added some other videos that through YouTube. I've added some some Tracy Lewis videos, the breakup video, a loyalty video, a couple other Brenko videos that I found. I've taken snippets of our friend Kenny Truong, Fast Agent, that I asked him for his permission. I screen recorded him on what he does on Instagram, because he does some crazy stuff. And people, the biggest challenge that I have when coming across an agent that doesn't know what EXP is it always comes down to how do I go out to speak to a seller or buyer to use EXP Realty? I said, well, you don't, because they're using you. You are the brand. EXP is just 3 letters. KW is 2. Would you rather have 2 or 3? I say, and they get a good chuckle out of it. So that's enough of me talking about it. I'd be happy. I'm going to share my CRM Grow down there. I'm going to share my mobile number. Please connect with me. I'm happy to speak to anybody to help you guys grow. We're here to grow together as one big happy family. For the stock prices, that's over $74 right now.
Thank you, Dick. All right, Agatha Bung, share your story, please.
I get started when Tom kept, sending me the feed. I said, Tom, can you explain to me what's going on? I said, no, what's the video? I said, I don't have time. I'm busy with my real estate business here. What's the video? And it was hot day in April in San Diego, California. I said, I open it. And then it's like 5 minutes, Scott and Louis video. This is no brainer. I said, how can people make this model here? It's a revenue share for real, the numbers. And I called Tom. Tom Truong, I'm all in. That's my story. I'm all in. I packed my office, packed my Keller Williams office. I took everything, but not all the signs and everything. Still live in the office and then give the keys. And then I'm leaving the office. I love Keller Williams to my heart. I love all the people in there. If something happened with me in 6 months, I'll be back with this company here. And then I never look back. That's the
So
story.
I sent her 2 videos. So I know Agatha, know your players. I know that if I get Agatha on the phone, on the Zoom call or on the phone with me, we are both like social butterflies, high eyes, right? She will talk to me and she'll get me all off track and she'll never see the whole program. I just know her. I know who she is.
Yes.
And there's no way I'm going to make it through the 45-minute presentation without her interrupting me and we go off on a tangent. So I kept telling her, you got to watch the video and take notes, right? And then I'll answer all your questions afterwards. That's what I did, because you have to know your players.
I agree, totally. So this is, I tried to duplicate myself too with whatever Tom Truong taught me. And then right now it's keep rolling.
And the second video that I sent her was the breakup video, right? That's also an expert attraction. When she watched that breakup video, she already knew that maybe they're going to try to save her. Maybe they're trying to sweeten the pot. So I already planted the seed that they're going to try to save you. And she's going to say, no, I'm out of here. If it doesn't, you heard her say that. If it doesn't work out in the new company, I'll come back. That's part of that video training. We lose a lot of agents because we fail to coach them on their agency is going to try to save them. They're going to make them feel guilty. They're going to say, well, family, Christmas coming. Aren't you coming to my home for Christmas or Thanksgiving and stuff? I have a lot of agents who's joining our organization who have to wait until after they get their award and after they go to their virtual holiday party to get recognized, and then they're going to go.
Can I add something as well? So prior this one, because this is the model that I'm looking for too, it's like, oh, I want to build like internationally, but with you to have a master franchise in one of the country, at least you need a $1 million. Remember that one. And then with this one here, actually, I know that we can duplicate this one because this is a technology, right? This is a technology source that we be able to grow globally, and it's happening right now. We are in 9 countries or 8 countries, right? So this is really happening. So
all right, Agatha, one more thing. Talk to us about your growth with Sagya as your business partner, right? in Mexico?
Oh, this is amazing. So Sakya actually it's been doing like more than 10 years in the real estate in Mexico, Baja, but we mostly travel globally to do connection with all the real estate the network here. And then Sakya actually is right now opening in Mexico, and he's one in our team disruptor that gonna bring a lot of agents coming in.
She came to our major events, man, 2 years ago, Sagja?
Yes,
At
in
least 2
Arizona.
years ago, right? Agatha invited her to check out EXP Realty. She's a rock star down in Baja, California, all right? And she always wanted us to come to Mexico. And finally, on day one, she joined. In week one, I went on and I did an EXP Mexico Explain for you guys. Now,
Yes.
this gives you guys hope. That was not my best show. I'm telling you, I was nervous. I had a bunch of people on there who I probably don't understand what the heck I'm saying because I'm supposed to be speaking Spanish. I have no idea how to speak Spanish, but I fumbled through the presentation. I got it done. It was a method to the madness. This week, they didn't need me anymore. They showed their own program.
That's amazing.
So the first week they had 20 agents. This week you had like 23 agents, right?
Yeah, we were like 23, 24. Our first, with the main director of Mexico City, right? With the broker director, Ismael, that helped a lot because he's starting to do the program in Spanish. They're going to do modifications on the presentation and everything, right? Well, I'm still learning. I want to be a coach. That's the only way I could feel more secure right now with all this going on. But we're excited. We are excited.
It's your excitement, Agatha and Sagja, that got people there. It is total excitement. We say this all the time. You know more than they do. That's all that's necessary. You know what the next step is. You know where to get the material. You might not have all the information. Rob Flick said it earlier, right? Hey, I know nothing about this business. I'm just excited. Let me get to somebody. Yes. Let me get you to somebody who knows about the business. And then they think to themselves, well, shoot, if Tom can do it and Sagja can do it and Agatha can do it, I can do it. I just professionally invite. All right, Chris Warner and Debbie Lafayette, tell us about how you got your story, how you got involved in the business, and what are you doing now to grow?
So we had been introduced to EXP by a gentleman in a company that we get leads from. He was out of Wilmington, great guy, and he had talked with us one year when we were at retreat, but I was like, I was the broker in charge of Remax Purpose Driven. I spent 15 years with Ryan Holmes as a regional VP of sales and marketing. I've trained hundreds of people through them and then went to general brokerage, became a broker in charge as well as in our top 1% in our market selling agent. So the guy, it sounded okay, but no. You know, I have a very good boutique Remax with lots of people. And then another guy locally came and asked me to lunch. I took Chris with me because I wanted Chris to see it. And we were like, no. Well, then Tom reached out to me about a program that I wrote called Rescue, Real Estate Success, Coaching You to Excellence. That is a very good program for brand new people that are either considering coming into real estate or getting them off the ground fast. I'm a no-bones kind of woman, you know, very black and white. And when I wrote this program, if they follow it, they will be successful. Only after my first year in real estate, my first year I made $73,000. Never since then have I ever made under $100,000 minimum. So I wrote this program. Tom reached out. He's like, I found your program. I really like what you have going. I think we can collaborate. Well, then somebody else called me about EXP. So I said, Tom, aren't you from EXP? And he's like, yeah, let me talk to you. And I'm like, no. You know, we can talk about Rescue, not that. I ended up going to a dinner with a gentleman locally. I drove him to a dinner in Charlotte where, who all was there? Do you remember, Tom? Gene
Frederick, Glenn Sanford, Jason Gessing. Yeah.
Yeah, they were all there. So this gentleman and I go into the dinner, and he introduces me to one person sitting next to him. Meanwhile, Tom, who I've not met in person, is texting me, and he's like, Gene Frederick is waiting to talk to you. This is what he's wearing. Go find him. This poor guy that took me, I get up, I walk to another part of the room, and I talk to Gene Frederick. And then I talk to these people. He's like, how do you know them? I'm like, I don't tell him that some guy on the phone from Boston is telling me where to walk. Anyways, Tom made it come alive for me. And I think life is all about, you know, who you know and who you're with. And so I called my team, Chris, Samantha, Mallory, and I said, guys, I think you need to come up here tomorrow. They're going to be showing this. And I know we've heard it once or twice before, but I'm telling you, the people I met are really making it in life. They came up. The next day we went to lunch afterwards, and they looked at me and they said, we need to move, and we need to move now. And I'm like, well, wait a second, I'm broker in charge. I got to do this. I got to do that. We were gone in what, 2 weeks, Chris?
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And I'd seen the presentation a couple times before, and Tom said earlier in this call, but I did Amway when I was younger. I believe in building residual income. I believe in a lot of people doing a little to help get to that point. And so I enjoyed that about this model, but it was finding somebody that I really felt like I could hitch my wagon to. And Tom,
Yep.
his level of excitement, his level of belief in this program, EXP is an amazing business model, but to be able to pair up with you guys and be a part of this organization. I've never seen my mom move so fast in life at anything. She's the person who interviewed with like 20 brokerages before she made a decision. And I was still in college, and she would call me every day and say, I met with this person, they said this. And I knew nothing about real estate at the time. I didn't even know I was coming. And then in 2 weeks, we went from being basically family at this RE/MAX office to at EXP. I was super excited about it then. I think we were ready to jump in, feel out EXP a little bit, built belief in the systems and everything like that. And then really it's just been over the last couple, probably 2 or 3 months, that we got really, really excited about bringing other agents, showing them this opportunity. Even though Tom's been beating down the door, he's like, when can I come see you guys? And for a little bit, we were like, no, Tom, not yet, not yet, not yet. Thank God that he kept pushing, because we're going to over double the size of our business by January 1st. We've got a lot of great. Yeah, we just did. And we've got a lot more down the pipe. And so Tom came down, had the chance to meet some really high performing, great agents in our market. And part of it was just, how do we keep Tom busy when he's here? We knew he was coming. We were excited about it. And so we were just, anybody, I'm calling any solid agent saying, listen, you have to meet this guy while you're here. Don't you dare tell me no. And, but that's just been it. And I think he said, great is enthusiasm. I'm 27 years old. I'm super young for real estate in this market. And I know that my mom's reputation gets me on the phone with some people sometimes, but more than that, I just 1000% believe in what EXP has to offer. It's just a matter of time before myself, my mom, our business is the size of Tom's and the other people in this room and Scott's. And I just go out and I get excited about what people like about this program. And but I sell that dream too, if they believe in it. Because when people start to see those revenue share numbers, and not everyone does, but man, when you see the glint in the eye of someone who does, it's like, all right, we can do this. And I appreciate that, Tom, because you've consistently put that sort of stuff out there, breathed that life into us. And now we're starting to see the fruits of the labor of actually going out, being accountable, making the phone calls, doing what Scott talks about. So
I think the other part of it too is for the first few people that we've brought on, especially, is just our commitment to making sure they succeed. If they aren't looking to grow revenue share a whole bunch, I still want them to succeed in their business, because I know that they will mature and come to the same point that I have, that, hey, you know what, now I want residual income. And so my heart, and these people, like we had Tom at dinner the other night with some of our new people, and my heart just feels so strong for them. And knowing that we're going to be able to save them all the Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, RE/MAX mistakes that they could make in the next 5 years. They're in the best, and they don't even know it yet. And it's exciting.
So these guys, they joined about a year ago, just a little bit under a year ago, right? And I just stuck with them. I just touch base. I'm calling Debbie once a month at least, or texting them. I'm dripping on Chris and his team, right? People will come along. They'll take time to build rev share. It's okay. You guys have heard it. 1 out of 10 might take revenue share and take it a whole new level right away. 9 out of 10 just want to sell houses. And we have an amazing company to sell houses. Absolutely. Training, best training tool system, lead gen, all that. When you are ready, when the people you speak with are ready, they will get going. Right. And all of you on the call here, I will fly. My bags are packed and I'm ready to go. If you want me in your backyard, you just keep me as busy as Chris and Debbie did when I was there. I don't think I had 1 minute to slow down, right? From the time I landed, we were meeting people, dinner. There was a bunch of people, breakfast. He picked me up. We're running here, there, and other thing, seeing a whole bunch of people. And their business is going to double. So it's entirely possible. Comments, questions. Did you guys like this training? Did it help you?
yes, thank you, Tom.
I honestly think this is my favorite call that I've sat in on all of them. I honestly do. It was wonderful.
Quick comment. Even ultimately, somebody out there is one of you guys, including myself. You're going to call somebody, and they're going to say, "I'm not interested." They reply goes, "What are you not? How do you say no to something you don't know to say no to?" but they say, what are you not interested in? I didn't ask you any questions. I'm not recruiting you. I wasn't recruiting you. You know, what I say is, because I'm dripping a lot of agents here in Massachusetts. Okay. I'm dripping a lot of agents in New York. And the reason why I'm doing Massachusetts in New York is our team is growing so fast in New York that it gives me the opportunity to face-to-face opportunities when we're there every other week. So when they say, I'm not interested, I'm like, well, what are you not interested in? Say, well, I'm not trying to recruit you. I would like to send you a referral. Should I call somebody else? But before I send you the opportunity for this referral, the potential opportunity, I need to understand your business. I can't send you a deal if I don't know you. And that opens the door wide open. And then
that is awesome.
When they see it, their mind starts spinning. They start going crazy.
That's why Dick is approaching 200 there. And you can't do this in your backyard, right? You're not going to refer a business in your own backyard. You're going to refer your business in other parts of the country, right?
So I'm targeting New York, obviously, because the average sales price is high. They're all cappers. You want cappers in your business. You also want newbies for your local market too, to send deals to help you with your personal business if you want to do that. But but you got to make the call. If you're not making the call, you're not going to grow.
Here's my question for you guys. What excites you the most about life? What excites you most about EXP? When are you going to make a decision that you're tired of being sick and tired of whatever it is that you're sick and tired about? When will you finally decide that, gosh darn it, I'm going to make this damn revenue share thing happen? No more friggin' excuses. When are you going to decide that you're going to time block to reach out to 2 brand new agents a day for the next 6 months to 3 years consistently and not let anything else get in the way? We only have 24 hours in the day. All of us exact same amount of time. What we do with that time is totally up to us. You need to think about, do you want this or not? If you don't, stop beating yourself up and stop letting me beat you up by jumping on these calls. Leave the expert attraction group. Leave the team disruptor group so you don't waste your time getting dripped on all these posts and these events that I'm dripped with you guys on. And when you decide that you want to come back and build this, come back and join us. Otherwise, do yourself a favor and just leave and go sell some houses, because that's quite okay. I still love you. I still want to help you sell houses. You don't have to do this. Revenue share is optional. Passive residual income is optional. Most Americans, definitely most real estate professionals, have no path to creating residual income. Zero. Without this program, they have no way of achieving their dreams. I didn't know it, but I was waiting for Tracy Lewis and Scott Lewis to call on me to show me this program to set me free. Regardless of whether I sell another house tomorrow or recruit another agent, I've got rock stars on here that I know will never stop. This machine, this snowball is already heading down the hill. Last month, I added 50 agents to my business. I only added 2 and 48 came automatically. This month, 45 agents. Of those 45 agents, in my 7 years, I only added 1. What that tells me is you guys are already doing it. I can't stop this machine. When are you going to decide to just get it done? Plan was 3 to 5 years, and I got it done in 3 years. I'm 2 years ahead of my plans. I'm still going to put 2 more years in. You hear it first. 2 years from now, you might not ever see me again. I'm going to retire to some remote island, and the leaders here will have to pick up the ball and keep going. I'm having so much fun. I thought I was going to be done already, but I hit my goal 3 years ago. I hit my goal. I'm still having way too much fun to stop. All right, guys, I love you guys. We're here for you.